Right, so most of the powder coated stuff now is on the bike. Paint stuff is still waiting to come back from painters. Anything with a CL gasket or made out of plastic, aluminium, stuff like that that can't stand the heat has had to go to paint. So like the front forks, the wheels, because I haven't took the bearings out of the wheels. Tank, I've sent that as well because the guy's going to cover it with a more robust or sort of scratch resistant lacquer, because obviously tank needs to be right. But we'll go through what we've done so far. Shock absorbers on now, all Frenched in and everything and cleaned up. That's from a Yamaha R6, the bolt's in there for that. Come down, all of this is all in now and done. Exhaust, I've just temporarily put these on. So these are going to be wrapped. I don't know how far the wrap's going to go, but we're going to have this sort of wrap on it coming out, because it goes through all the frame, comes down here, goes right down next to the battery box, which I'll show you in a bit, and then out the back. The front one's not too bad, that just comes along. Made a bracket here to fasten it together, and that's where the battery box is there, which it hides away quite nicely because it's obviously the same colour as bike, being all black. The brakes, this is the brake system I've set up. So this is how it's all going to work. Don't know if you can see that. I've raised the peg up and mounted it here, put a hole in the frame and screwed it through. The reason being, some people put them back here, and I'm, how can I put it, not as youthful as I used to be, so I don't want to be leaning on my wrists up at the top there at the handlebars. So I've made the foot pegs in line with where the seat is, so it's underneath me rather than behind me and resting on my wrists. I can sit upright and not have the pain of being flung forward. The HT leads, these are going to be black in end, so these aren't relevant really at the moment. But most of the stuff I've hidden away as much as I could, because obviously I don't want you to see all electrics and stuff, which is going to be hidden under the tank. Which is all, this is the main computer for the indicators, lights, all that sort of thing, stop start system, everything. This is the computer for the ignition system. That's why these wires feed to your ignition coils, and this goes down to your crank sensor and everything else. They all go into the frame and go down, they get hidden. Powder coating's done for the headlamp mount. This is for the dashboard, and that other one there, the blue one's for the headlight. Clutch cable, clutch pipe, so we'll talk about that on the other side. Comes round there. In fact, let's see if we can do this while we're... So the clutch pipe comes round to here, obviously. I've only temporarily put this on because obviously I need the top headstock to make it all right, and the front struts, but this is a conversion to a fluid clutch. So, and that works, it goes down, comes out here, and goes down into this here, this unit that works like a, it pulls like a cable thing inside that unit, like a normal cable would do. It converts it into a normal cable, so you don't have to modify your bike at all. It just gives you that ability to have a fluid clutch, which means you can wrap it round stuff like this, where you wouldn't do with a cable. It'd have to be as straight as possible. So gear change done, that's where we're having that. Same again, move the peg to there. Regulator for the charging system, that's there, and the battery box, you can see a bit of battery there sticking out in the grey bit. This is the starter solenoid, and the start motor wire comes underneath here and into there. I've yet to put this is the earth, so I've got to mount that, but I'm just checking this clearance on the exhaust at the moment. So starter solenoid, main fuse for the power feed to the module up there that powers everything up, the indicators and everything. This is the air intake on these, because it goes into the chassis, so that's a nice sort of touch to make everything look neat and tidy. And all the wiring from the engine comes up and goes through this pipe here, then into the frame, and then up the frame it comes out underneath this box. Same with the backlights, they go into this box section and come out underneath here. So all the lights and all the wiring for the engine are all covered up, you can't see them, which I'm trying to do. But I mean, like this, I've got 2-foot coils, but I don't know, I might try and find a way to get this so you can't see it. But yeah, it's coming along, but that's where it is at the moment. I'm just waiting for stuff to come back now so I can crack on with next bit. I hope you like it so far. Hopefully when spring comes along we'll be ready to jump on it and ride it. Speak to you soon.